The second-to-last game of the 2021-22 college football season will take place on Tuesday in Houston when Kansas State and Louisiana State University meet in the TaxAct Texas Bowl. The Wildcats from the Big 12 are looking to end their season on a winning note after dropping the last two games, while the Tigers from the SEC had to win two in a row to even be eligible for this contest. Kansas State enters this game on the heels of tough losses to eventual Big 12 champion Baylor at home and Texas on the road. Despite holding these teams to a combined 42 points, KSU lost both in part to going a combined 5 for 22 on third down, and 1 of 4 on fourth down, in the two games. Despite these setbacks, the Wildcats are still in a bowl game for the second time in 3 seasons under head coach Chris Kleeman, who replaced the legendary Bill Snyder after the 2018 season. Kansas State went 4-6 in the 2020 campaign that was shortened and heavily impacted by the pandemic. Meanwhile, LSU's struggles this season have been well documented and resulted in the school parting ways with head coach Ed Orgeron, less than 2 years since leading the Tigers to a national championship. Brian Kelly, the winningest head coach in Notre Dame history, was hired as Orgeron's replacement, but Brad Davis, who will serve as offensive line coach on Kelly's staff, will lead the team in the Texas Bowl. LSU is only in this game after beating Ulm and Texas A&M to finish the regular season, narrowly avoiding the program's first losing campaign since 1999. It's the second straight .500 finish, 5-5 in 2020, after steamrolling everyone in 2019 on the way to a 15-0 record and the national title. It will mark the 21st time in 22 years that the Tigers are playing in a bowl game. This is the second meeting between these teams, with LSU winning the only previous encounter, 21-0 in 1980 in Baton Rouge. TaxAct Texas Bowl, Kansas State. Kickoff, Tuesday, January 4 at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Where? NRG Stadium, Houston. TV, ESPN. Spread, Kansas State -4.5. When Kansas State has the ball. Quarterback Skylar Thompson left the November 20 home finale loss to Baylor with an ankle injury that caused him also to miss the game at Texas. Injuries have plagued the signal caller throughout his Wildcats career, as he missed 2 other games earlier this season because of a knee injury. The good news is that Thompson appears healthy entering this game, which will be the 40th and final start of his K-State career. This season, he has completed 141 of 205 passing attempts for 1,844 yards with 9 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, and he's scored 4 times on the ground as well. But Wildcats' offense doesn't funnel through the quarterback, it flows through running back Deuce Vaughn. A consensus All-American this season. Vaughn rankings in the top 10 nationally in all-purpose yards, 144.1 per game, and total touchdowns, 18. As a rusher, he gained 1,246 yards with 15 scores on the ground during the regular season. But he's just as big a threat as a receiver out of the backfield. His 47 receptions rank him fight in the FBS among his peers, while his 471 yards off of them are second, according to the school. With Vaughn doing most of the heavy lifting, K-State doesn't rank among the most prolific offenses in the Big 12. In fact, the Wildcats finished the regular season 9th among conference peers in both yards, 355.3, and 8th in points, 26.3, per game. But success may be had against an LSU defense that looks dramatically different from the one that started this season. A combination of injuries, transfers, opt-outs, and academics have decimated the Tigers roster. On defense, neither of the team's leading tacklers, linebackers Damone Clark, opted out, or Micah Baskerville, not listed on the depth chart, are playing, so a pair of underclassmen, Mike Jones Jr. and Greg Penn III, are expected to man those spots. Up front, the Tigers will have sacks leader B.J. Ojulari, 6, and defensive tackles Marson Smith and Jacqueline Roy, combined 5.5 sacks, 11 tackles for a loss, but otherwise it's a pretty depleted depth chart. And don't forget, this is a unit that struggled even when the roster was complete. LSU enters this game ranked 9th in the SEC in both total, 372.2 YPG, and scoring, 25.3 PPG, defense. Hi friends. Watch 2022 Texas Bowl College Football 2022 LSU vs Kansas State live streaming online HDTV this channel. Don't get lost on HDTV. I think you are watching Tigers and Wildcats web to get your favorite game link directly to your desktop, portable computer or netpad etc. Don't worry. We have area unit trends here for your convenience. Here you can easily find all your gaming events on Windows, PC, MacOS, laptop, Linux, iPad, iPhone, Macintosh, Android. Any device and anywhere in the world. So don't hesitate, just follow. Our guidance and suggested streaming link ensures that you are 100% happy with sports TV.